okay, well, let's sue them. Or let's go get the government.
There's another thing they do. They adopt the technology. I think.
No, that's at the end.
They will adopt this technology.
No, this is the last thing they do.
At the end of the day, you're either going to have to ban it or regulate it, or maybe you can just ignore it. But you got to pick one of those three boxes. We know what the SEC is doing. The SEC is just using it as an excuse to shake down various companies.
Brad, look, if you do a good job, what's going to end up happening is Facebook is just going to buy you.
This is an entire page of every single word on the page redacted, and there's pages of it.
This is your transparent.
Having thoughtful regulation and working with governments. We announced the fact that we're working with the Bank of England as an example. We announced some things we've done with the US Fed and their faster payments task force.
But some of the other banks, which are smaller, they will migrate only when they are ready. And until then, they will use certain inflow translation or local translation service.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got some bags, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more. Moon o'clock news, no breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Foolishness, shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, stuffing some bags. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, those pilot shades. Buckle up, there's the futures. Extra. Foolish, let's go full speed, full throttle. Into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today, 1.12 trillion, up about 0.3% in the past 24 hours. We had XRP in the number 6 spot, right underneath 40 cents, down about 0.2% in the past 24 hours. We got Stellar XLM in the number 30 spot, 9 cents, BTC 22,875. We got ETH right around 16 hundo, Flare Networks 4 cents, and we got Songbird still right around 1 cent. Justin, watch guru, self-proclaimed Bitcoin creator Craig Wright loses the BTC copyright claim in UK court. Sullivan and Cromwell bill $7.5 million for the first 19 days of the FTX work. The FTX debtors have hired a host of other law firms, consultants, and bankers. The creditors committee has its own lineup, all paid for by the creditor victims of FTX. Welcome to the U.S. bankruptcy process. John Deaton says, I'm sorry, but as someone who's been around some of the best and brightest lawyers in the world during the last 25 years, on both the plaintiffs and the defense side, I have yet to meet lawyers worth this kind of money, almost $400K per day. The AI says now that the SEC ETH vs. Ripple XRP suit is coming to an end, I think it's important to remind Congress and everyone else why an American company and XRP holders the SEC is supposed to protect have been harmed continuously for almost 2 years. There's a new day coming anytime soon.
And there are a very small number of banks who dominate that, and they extract billions of dollars of profit from the rest of the banks. They sit on the top. When you ask, why is Jamie Dimon, saying things about, Jamie Dimon, well, actually, Citi is kind of number one. HSBC is probably number two, but JPM is way up there at the top, and they're making a lot of money from other banks. When we go talk to banks, 99.9% of banks, they're like, we want Ripple to be successful because I'm sick of paying these guys, and they're taking a lot of money from me that I then have to take from my customer. And why do I want to feed Citi to be more competitive with me in this local market?
And if you mentioned Jamie Dimon, so let's bring it back to Jamie and JP Morgan. What do you think is going to be the thing that they will have to change the most or lose market share and somebody else is going to do better, faster, serve their clients better than JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs?
You can just hear the bankers panicking right now.
But what
feel the panic in their voices. But here's
business that is most
here's what always happens. The first thing that happens is they try to go, oh, it's nothing. And they did that. I mean, that's with every new industry, every new technology comes along, the powers that be, the incumbents, the status quo, all say, it's nothing. Don't ignore the man behind the curtain. This is nothing. And then all of a sudden it's too big to get in there. They're going, oh my God, I got to face this thing. And then they all line up and they wrap their arms together and they say, we're not letting this happen. And then it keeps going. And then they say, okay, well, let's sue them. Or let's go get the government.
There's another thing they do. They adopt the technology. I think.
No, that's at the end.
They will adopt this technology.
No, this is the last thing they do. No,
it's after
the press planning they plant the press stories, they put out lawsuits, they create as much of a fuss as possible, they try to get their government friends involved, and then they go, oh God, this thing's happening.
Know what you hold? Thinking Crypto Greg Kidd said the SEC Gov is taking advantage of congressional indecision and lack of regulatory clarity to shake down companies when they're big enough.
At the end of the day, you're either going to have to ban it or regulate it, or maybe you can just ignore it. But you got to pick one of those three boxes. We know what the SEC is doing. The SEC is just using it as an excuse to like shake down various companies. They're not pointing to like, well, this is how you do it the right way, and here's a poster child company that's doing it the right way. They're just taking a notch out of one company after another, and you know that knock is going to come on the door when you're big enough for the collection man to come by and say you're going to have to pay your fine. Like Khashoggi when he went to visit the Turkish embassy to get his marriage license and he didn't come out. I don't know anyone who's gone in to see the SEC and come out the other side with all their limbs attached.
Well,
and yet there's no playbook for how to do it the right way.
First they ignore you, then they laugh at you. Then we win. XRP Bags Pact. For those that don't believe that the government control your crypto, yes, if you have your own keys, it cannot be taken. However, they can come up with all sorts of schemes to make it valuable or worthless on their terms, breaking. Consumers complain about 50% withdrawal fees on Crypto.com exchange. Anything can happen once the SEC lawsuit is over. Just think of how many companies, people are waiting on the sidelines, watching, drain the swamp, free the standard, Facebook, buying out Ripple.
Brad, look, if you do a good job, what's going to end up happening is Facebook is just going to buy you.
Well, look, I don't know how to speculate on acquisitions.
I see them working together to satisfy the benefits and incentives from both sides. D5 can grow and get institutional investors. C5 can benefit from cost efficiencies. This is the way I see a natural evolution bridging the two systems. 801 XRP. When Bill Hinman emails, Brad Garland House, F, the SEC.
John, is this public record?
No, it was an exhibit that's public record.
Can we show this or no?
Oh, yes, you can show it.
So like...
Absolutely.
So I don't know if people can see this, but
and it's pages of that.
This is an entire page of every single word on the page redacted, and there's pages of it.
This is your transparent Securities Exchange Commission.
Holy moly! John, is this public record?
No.
Know what you hold and know why they want those bags back. XRP, the transformation of all value. DAI says 45 days and counting into the end of the SEC/ETH versus Ripple XRP clown show. Also from DAI 1/5/2018, 20 days later, Jay Clayton meets with A16Z and puts in motion what will become the BTC ETH free pass, which crypto exists under to this day. Regulatory capture by design, Congress, one new day. Regulation by enforcement.
XRP has soared 38,000% last year alone. It is now second, as we mentioned, but only to Bitcoin in crypto assets.
Having thoughtful regulation and working with governments. We announced the fact that we're working with the Bank of England as an example. We announced some things we've done with the US Fed and their faster payments task force. We're going to keep working with the system because I think the early days of Bitcoin were all about down with government and down with banks. Ripple has been, look, governments aren't going away, banks aren't going away. Let's work with the system to dramatically improve the way and reduce the friction for how money moves globally.
XRP is not going away, even with all the FUD. The SEC case, XRP still in the top 10, and XRP still the far superior technology, faster, cheaper, more efficient. The systems for ISO 20022 are already in place, and once it goes live, there won't be a reliance on corresponding banking.
In-house translation and processing services. So some financial institutions have got their in-house translation and processing services. So some financial institutions have got their systems in place. They have got some of the supporting work or the basic building work that is required and that's there in place. So they are in a good position to start using these services and start testing them as well. But some of the other banks, which are smaller, they will migrate only when they are ready. And until then, they will use certain inflow translation or local translation services. Again, important links, everything will be there in the description. Go ahead, check it out, spend some time, right? And then what happens is we have got another step here, which is about, the sending of these MX messages. So all the banks can start sending the MX messages independent of their correspondent preferred channel. So there is no dependency anymore. If they want, they can start sending the MX
Grab that XRP while you still can, while it's still hot on the shelves at these prices. We're getting closer and closer. I know you can feel it. This may be the last years, months, days to get XRP at these cheap prices. We got an XRP Permabull predicts $23.80 price for XRP in June. This is what we can expect from XRP when BTC comes down for Wave C to 21.9K. It's sitting on the first support at 39 cents. When this breaks down, it should come down to the fib target at 37.5. This is super close to the HTF 0.5 fib at 36.6. Both of these levels are our next buys for XRP. Sentiment Feed says while crypto markets are indecisive, there are some solid Sentiment Feed tools and resources to help you keep an eye on the currently and upcoming pumping assets. Our brief write-up covers our asset filters on our screeners and market cap tracking by sector. Sentiment Feed. We got the XList NFT video going hot. XRP Bags minted on the Algo Gems NFT. Hurry, there are only 19 left. 10 Algo Gems and 9 on the XList store. Owners get 589 XUT daily rewards from the Algo faucet. And with that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, know what you hold, know what's coming, and know why they want you out. Big Brad Garland House just hanging out with the biggest players in the game. Probably nothing. ETH who? BTC who? SEC who? Where will those bags be when XRP's true price is finally unlocked and the SEC clown show gets melted away? We'll catch you up here at the tippy top. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up that bag, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below and drop an elbow on that like button from the top rope. We'll catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB, be your own bank. Peace out, crypto ghosts.
It's the XRP army. We all heard the calling. You didn't hear it, no, not sorry. We on an island, please don't call me. It's the XRP army. We all heard the calling. You didn't hear it, no, not sorry. We on an island, please don't call me. The greatest point ever created, the XRP army, and we all gon' make it. We don't hear no haters, adios, see you later.